10. Flexionadita la pierna. Eso. 3. Eso. Vamos. 4. Explosivo.
Canelo Alvarez has returned to camp, but this time, things are different because they are personal. Following a lackluster performance against William Skull, some questioned if the pound-for-pound king was becoming less effective. Canelo is doubling down instead of backing down, honing all of his weapons. This camp is about atonement, not just preparation. The fire in Canelo is burning stronger than ever as Terence Crawford approaches. Canelo's most recent bout with William Skull left critics buzzing and fans unhappy. His performance lacked the fire and acerbic edge we expect to see, and it felt uninspired. There were rumors of his hunger, his age, and whether he had outlived his prime. The aura of invincibility appeared to flicker for the first time in years.
If I had to pay money to watch that fight, I wouldn't do it, because Canelo has shown in his last few fights that he's just a businessman. He's not in there to entertain the public. He just takes the big check. But again, if Canelo really fights, because I think it's safe to say Terence always fights. He doesn't know anything else. So then it could be a very good, interesting fight.
As a result of it, the commotion inside Team Canelo was overwhelming, but they decided to remain silent rather than respond. They deliberated, planned, and reconstructed behind closed doors, because Terence "Bud" Crawford, unbeaten, accurate, and unrelenting, waits in the opposite corner. A man who challenges the king at 168 by ascending divisions will rock the sport to its foundation.
Now, big fight September. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing against Crawford. What's your prediction?
Vamos a ganar por nocaut.
What round?
En el que sea, pero lo vamos a noquear esta vez.
What round did he say?
Whatever round, but they're gonna win by knockout.
Crawford's a good fighter, a great fighter, but Canelo the best.
Es un tremendo peleador. Crawford es un gran boxeador, muy completo, pero ese día van a ver otro Canelo.
He's a great fighter. Crawford's a great fighter, but that day he's facing Canelo.
Most importantly, Eddie Reynoso is the driving force behind Canelo's crew, which functions like a well-oiled machine. Reynoso, the driving force behind Canelo's ascent, is adept at determining when to adjust and when to start over. He has returned to the fundamentals, grit and accuracy at this camp, pure methodical preparation, no shortcuts, no distractions. Furthermore, Canelo's reliable strength and conditioning coach, Munir Somoya, is also joining the team with the goal of rekindling the explosiveness that was lacking against Skull. Foot speed, agility, and high-intensity endurance work are now the main focus of training sessions. The objective is straightforward: keep Canelo threatening for the full 12 rounds by honing his mobility.
Hey, flexiona. Ahí, flexiona. Eso. 10. Cada que baja tu flexión. Eso, un poquito menos, ¿no? Eso ahí. 5, 6, eso, 7, 8.
Moreover, his diet has been completely redesigned by his nutrition staff to reduce inflammation and promote healing. Meals are scheduled precisely to increase productivity, energy, and agility. His sparring partners have also been deliberately selected to mimic Crawford's deft, erratic cadence. Interestingly, the squad as a whole is aware that Crawford presents a unique challenge. Speed, timing, and surgical accuracy are more important in this camp than size.
Ahí. Eso, uno. Eso, ahí. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Vamos. Cinco. Eso. Seis. Siete. Ocho. Dos más. Nueve. Una más. Vamos.
As we move forward, Crawford is a unique opponent since he closes battles fiercely, builds traps patiently, and changes stances with ease. He is among the sport's most dangerous technicians because of his unpredictable nature. For this reason, Team Canelo has made drastic changes and isn't depending on routine. Ring management is essential. Canelo must trap Crawford by cutting the ring rather than pursuing him.
Yeah, I mean, you need more than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need box IQ, the right box IQ, you know what I mean? You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound for pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other, even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight, but I feel that it could go either way.
Besides, Crawford has already received numerous warnings to exercise caution since Canelo is a unique kind of animal. He poses a severe threat to anyone because to his stature, strength, and innate power at 168. It's about taking punches from a real super middleweight, not simply about skill. Canelo might make all the difference with a single clean shot.
What about Canelo and Crawford? What do you think?
That's going to be a great fight too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it, but I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason.
Last question.
Additionally, body shots will be crucial as Crawford moves up in weight, wearing him down round by round. Canelo's signature hook to the ribs could prove to be a game changer. With sharp feints and perfect timing, they plan to lure Crawford into traps. Every mistake Crawford makes will be met with swift punishment.
Dos, recto. Volado. Ahí está esto. Va. Uno, dos. Digo. Uno, dos. Eso. Ahora acá abajo. El zurdo. Aquí está, se mete. Y pa. Ahí te va. Y imagínate, ¿no? Se mete ahí, se mete ahí. Ahí, ahí. Eso. Ahí está. Ahí está. Dos más. Ahí. Eso, otra vez. Ahí.
Moreover, Canelo practices these skills every day, viewing sparring as a riddle to be solved rather than as a kind of punishment. He improves his ability to read and counter Crawford's distinct rhythm through timing drills, reaction sparring, and angle repetition. They try to slow Crawford down, even though they know they can't completely match his speed. They want Crawford to experience the full force of a real 168-pound technician, so they impose their power and accuracy. In addition, this camp is more about mental acuity than anything else. The skull fight wasn't just a terrible night, it was a wake-up call. Canelo acknowledged that he wasn't happy, he heard the jeers, and sensed the change in energy, and it affected him. He's now using it as motivation.
I think Canelo does win by knockout. I think he does win by knockout, and that's only because of the weight. You can't jump up from 54 to 68 fighting the best of the best, even though you're the best yourself. It's too much of a weight jump, man. But listen, you never know. You can't write off Crawford, but I think Canelo will knock him out.
Now the fire is back, and Canelo is all in. With unwavering dedication, he is training longer, showing up early, and requesting more rounds. He spends his free time studying movies and dissecting every action made by Crawford. He has even hired sports psychologists to help him refocus and adjust his perspective. For him, the goal of this battle is to silence all remaining critics and regain power, not merely to win.
We always train about that.
Wow.
We prepare ourselves for everything, of course, but I never think about losing.
Wow. What is the process like the day of a fight for you, mentally and emotionally? How do you prepare for that fight?
For me, it's a normal day.
Just
for
like
me, I
grab a
just
cup of coffee, relax, hang out?
relax, obviously very relaxed. But for me, in my mind, it's a normal day.
Really? But
Yeah.
the world is going to watch you on these fights.
I know.
What's more, while the first Canelo was based on walk-forward power, this one is designed for mental combat. Team Canelo is getting ready for 12 rounds of strategic elite chess in which every move counts. Crawford's versatility has been examined, and they intend to throw off his rhythm before it becomes established. Determining pace will require deft footwork, controlled space, and subtle pressure. Anticipate a more incisive, intellectual Canelo who will feint with intent and counter with accuracy when on the defensive.
¿Rápido? Sí. Me debe chauzo por el Saúl. Chauzo por el... Ese nomás me faltó, ¿verdad, güey? El chauzo por...
This battle is about legacy, not simply about titles. Canelo sees it as an opportunity to show the world that he is still the face of boxing, that he is still hungry, and that the skull bout was an isolated incident rather than a sign of his decline. In short, the goal for Eddie Reynoso and the group is to demonstrate their mastery of the most difficult style challenge to date. They are aiming for total dominance rather than a knockout. The message is unmistakable. Canelo Alvarez is still performing at a higher level regardless of Crawford's ability or momentum.
Canelo's smart. Absolutely, he's smart. He knows this business as well as anybody. So no, it's not surprising that Canelo learned from Floyd and has employed some of that in the retention of his career. Canelo still knows how to make fireworks when he absolutely has to make fireworks. But at the end of the day, he's a counterpuncher. He's a great defender. He has the most solid punch resistance of anybody in the sport. Nobody's ever knocked him off balance. Nobody's ever really knocked him down.
Moving forward, the fight between Canelo and Crawford is expected to be epic, and fans are excited about the prospect. Due to their unparalleled skill, discipline, and championship lineage, both fighters are considered pound-for-pound elites. This fight looks to be one of boxing's most exciting contests because of the high profiles and legacies at stake. Canelo Alvarez has established himself as one of boxing's all-time greats, becoming a 4-division world champion from super welterweight to light heavyweight. He made history by becoming the first undisputed super middleweight champion, showcasing a blend of power, precision, and elite defense.
I train my mind is always try to get more history to my career, and it's never enough for me.
Really?
It's never enough for me. I always train so hard because, you know, I started like that, training so hard, because in my mind always when I was kid, I say I want to be a champion, and then I realize I accomplished the champion, and I say is something else more. Is something else there.
Since starting his career at the age of 15, Canelo has amassed an amazing record, defeating elite opponents such as Sergey Kovalev, Miguel Cotto, and Gennady Golovkin. His legend has been cemented by his ability to transition between weight classes and defeat champions in each. Canelo is a worldwide pay-per-view celebrity in addition to being the top boxing star in Mexico.
You know, he likes to train in an isolated location where there's not a lot of distractions. He likes to live in a location where he's not distracted, but just have the most important things in his life at all times. So I think it's really cool that at this age, this season of life, he is continually showing up, training harder than ever to be the best he can be, and he has no fear. He's not afraid to lose. He's not afraid to get hurt. He understands that comes with part of his career and what he's up to, but it doesn't hold him back from being determined to succeed and do something beautiful and great with his life.
Furthermore, he's known for his discipline, fierce body punching, and refined boxing IQ developed through more than 60 professional fights. Time and again, he's beaten unbeaten fighters, proving his place among the sport's best. For over a decade, he has remained a mainstay on pound-for-pound rankings.
Fighters always learn from a loss a lot, get smarter. What did you learn from the last fight?
You learn on everything, win, loss, everything. And I think I learned my lesson, and other things happen in the training camp. So and I fix it. I fix it for this fight. So I learned from everything.
People said you learned a lot.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford is also widely recognized as one of the most complete and dominant fighters of his era. In a highly anticipated fight, he defeated and stopped Errol Spence Jr. at 147 pounds, making history as the undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes: lightweight, super lightweight, and welterweight.
Going over to Las Vegas, obviously that was on TNT Sports Box Office, probably one of the best, not even boxing performance, sporting performances I've seen in recent times. What did you make of Terence Crawford's win?
That was a consummate southpaw performance with Crawford. Look, he's a great fighter, Terence Crawford. There's no doubt about that. And he was in with a very good fighter who he just took to school. I mean, he took him to school. Brilliant performance. You know, he's a tremendous fighter, there's no doubt about that.
Moreover, Crawford's ability to seamlessly switch stances and adjust mid-fight has baffled opponents and earned him a reputation as a master tactician. Undefeated in over 40 fights, with a high knockout percentage, he combines ring intelligence with power and precision. His dominance across divisions has made him a regular on pound-for-pound lists, often landing in the top spot.
Who would you say are the top 4 in boxing right now, skill-wise?
I think Inoue, Crawford, Germonta. It's a lot of fighters. I don't wanna be disrespect with other fighters and not mention there, because it's a lot of fighters, good fighters out there.
Additionally, in 2023, he was named Fighter of the Year, further cementing his legacy. Known for his calm demeanor outside the ring and surgical aggression inside it, Crawford continues to build a case as one of the greatest of the modern era. Now, he is training to go against Canelo as well. As the eagerly awaited fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez approaches, the boxing world is a hive of activity. Due to their success in the ring, both fighters have gained a great deal of respect, and their fan groups are fervently supporting them. Supporters of Canelo point to his strength, background, and opposition from the elite. Crawford's supporters, however, highlight his quickness, adaptability, and undefeated record. With innumerable discussions and forecasts, the excitement on social media is intensifying. It's also interesting to see that many fans and analysts are referring to it as a truly balanced fight. They accept that each fighter has certain advantages and that the result is unpredictable. In the end, this fight is looking to be among the most interesting in recent boxing history. In the end, which do you think will win, Crawford or Canelo? Does Canelo have an advantage because of his strength and experience at heavier weight classes? Or will Crawford's quickness, accuracy, and flexibility be too much to handle? Who among the fighters has so far encountered the more formidable opponents? Do you think this will go the entire distance or conclude in a knockout? Who can win on fight night with a better strategy? The most crucial question is, on whom are you betting? Leave your guesses in the space provided for comments.